Alright, what up, y'all? Planet of Fake Kids here. This is a King Hill video. I want to know, do you believe the stepfather should be locked up? Do you believe the mother should be locked up? Who do you believe is the secret accomplice? Me personally, I think Marv needs to be locked up due to the fact I believe he kept important information from not only the mother and the police and the public, but he kept important information from the many of people that were searching for King Hill based on his secret lifestyle, allegedly being bisexual. Him trying to keep that a secret, he allowed Tiana Parks, who is identified as a trans woman, to keep King Hill for a matter of time. Check this out.
The child was in the care of a babysitter he had hired. The babysitter advised the stepfather that she had returned the child to the mother. However, that's being disputed by the mother. The biological mother is claiming that she did not return the child to her. At this point in time, we have no idea where the child is.
Alright, so we just heard this investigator just say that he left her with a babysitter. He left King with her, a babysitter. Now they're keeping the fact that it's a trans woman under wraps. But just in case you missed it, let's rewind it.
The child was in the care of a babysitter he had hired. The babysitter advised the stepfather that she had returned the child to the mother.
Alright, so think about this. The babysitter that he allegedly hired, returned the child to his mother. So we already know Amber didn't even know this was a trans woman. So I can't believe Amber knew her. So Amber claimed he didn't know, or she didn't know, the trans babysitter. And at the end of the day, this is my first time hearing Amber even consider the trans woman a man. She's been calling the trans woman a she since Tiana's been locked up. Even after I found out Tiana was a trans woman, Amber was still calling her a woman. But now in this live, she's not going to call her one, so it gives me evidence and a receipt that basically she didn't know her. And based on not knowing the mother, the police already had a lead. Once the mother said, I never met no babysitter. And what proof do they have that Marv ever hired her? So they're going by what Marv say. So automatically these police are biased towards Marv in a good way because they're laying down excuses, a babysitter. Now Tiana was considered a babysitter when in fact Marv was the babysitter for the mother, and the mother never met this woman, so there's no reason for Marv. And this is why I asked y'all, and I asked Amber, did Marv call her and ask her, did she pick the baby up? Because if he said that, where'd police get this story that she dropped the baby off to Amber, the mother that she never met? And why would Marv be calling Amber to ask her, did she pick up King Hill from a babysitter she never met? A trans woman he had a secret relationship with. So I doubt Marv ever called and asked, did she pick up King? Because if he was calling to ask that, he was calling to find out, did you find out I'm bisexual? So I don't think he did that. We got to get down to the bottom of what was said to make the babysitter a babysitter. Because up until, like, King went missing, nobody had no clue that Tiana Parks was King's babysitter. Nobody, not even Tiana Parks' family. They claimed that Tiana had King so long that, you know what I mean, she tried to get custody. Now, we got to get down to the bottom of all that too, but I think getting Marv locked up is a step in the right direction, because also, listen to this. So check it. A lot of people were saying that they don't believe King's dead. I don't really believe King's dead based on what these investigators are saying. What could they possibly see on her phone to convince them King Hill was dead, but no evidence where the body was when it happened or none of that? Because think about it. Videos have metadata, and that is the information on when the video was created, where, by who, and whatever the case may be, how long. That metadata will tell them when the video was taken. So unless they just seen what they believe to be was human remains on a phone and not a killing or murder, how are they charging Tiana with a murder? You understand? So it's a lot of discrepancies. Check this out.
Hill's death. We don't know the date of his death, and we don't know the location of his death, nor do we know where Ms. Parks disposed of his body. But we know, based on the evidence that we have, that he was in fact killed by Ms. Parks.
Detectives notified.
All right, so they clearly have evidence that Tiana basically killed King based on a video, but they can't tell when that video was created with the metadata. Also, listen to the mother explain Marv and the babysitter.
King's mother, Amber Hill, of the charges against Parks on Sunday.
I think myself free, trusting my baby father with my son, and I thought he was in good hands. He going to this woman, I don't know. Did he know?
All right. So you got confirmation there that A, she's calling the trans woman a woman, but in this latest live she just did, she's calling Tiana a man. So all the way up until there, she didn't even know this was a man watching her son. So it gives me that impression she never met Tiana. Based on her never meeting Tiana, there's no reason in Marv's mind that Tiana would go behind his back to give that baby back to the child unless she was trying to give that baby back to Marv, and Marv didn't want that baby back. It is no reason for Marv to even believe that the mother had King based on he didn't want this relationship with this trans woman to be in her face. Like, what are you doing leaving my son with a trans woman? How many of y'all would be out there comfortable with your baby father or boyfriend at the time who watches your kids to leave your kid with a trans woman? I'm just asking. But let's finish listening.
And now, my son is deceased.
Parks is being held.
My son is, he going to this woman, trusting my baby father with my son, and I thought he was in good hands. He going to this woman, I don't know. Did he know? And now, my son is deceased.
Parks.
All right, so here go another different press conference, and let's now listen to how they not only switch it from a babysitter, but now they're making Tiana Parks a close acquaintance for Marv for a couple of years. Check it out.
And Parks oftentimes, nothing that she told us turned out to be truthful.
King's stepfather, Marvin Reese, reported him missing on the night of July 8th after he realized Parks did not have the boy. He said King had been in Parks' care for about 2 weeks.
According to Mr. Reese, he has known Tiana Parks for several years, and Parks oftentimes assists him in caring for the toddler.
Police say the last confirmed sighting of King was on July 5th.
We know.
This is why I gotta pause it. Because information he could have and should have been given to people, he didn't, based on the fact he had a hidden relationship with this trans woman. So he doesn't want this information to get out, so he's doing his best to give the trans woman time to do this and make up stories and dodge him for 2 weeks. Now ask yourself, could this boy have been getting abused not only by Marv, but by this trans woman? And this is why it's so hard to find any evidence of King Hill, because they tried to get rid of the evidence that King Hill could have possibly been getting abused not only by the stepfather, but by this trans woman. Then we see similar happen with Cupcake McKinney.
Without a doubt that King Hill was deceased before the police were even notified.
With the help help of the FBI, detectives uncovered cell phone video that they say confirms King was killed, but many questions remain.
We don't right now have the mechanism of King Hill's death. We don't know the date of his death.
Alright, so we heard that. Alright, so this is the latest live that King Hill's mother recently just did. And she talks about finding out that Marv is bisexual. He should have had nobody babysitting her son. F a babysitter. So she wouldn't have approved of a babysitter, and on top of that, she would not have approved of a trans woman babysitting her son unsupervised for weeks and weeks. So that's just something to think about. And let me know, do you believe Marv should be charged, and do you want to help her? And if I don't put this full live in the video, click the link in the description so you can see the full live. Marv needs to go to jail. But I'm serious. Hashtag lock Marv up. Because I believe Marv needs to go to jail. If he's keeping a secret his sexuality from his baby mother, it's all types of stuff he could be keeping a secret. It's time to get it out of him. Also, I wanted to say, since he's a business owner, he's rubbing elbows with these police. He probably got a police athletic league going on in his gym. If we lock Marv up, he probably could start turning over on the officials that he may be in cahoots with. And it's a start to something much, much bigger. He's around kids all the time, owning a boxing gym. I can't believe people feel sorry for this secret life living piece of crap. Hashtag lock Marv up, man. With that being said, what you heard and saw was the content. For additional content, click the link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, visit my community wall, and if you have time, go to www.amore-eka.com/TV. That's our Planet of the Fakes 2. We are the new umbrella. Planet Up.